B Marsh Boxing. B Marsh Boxing with another post review. And this review is for this fight we had WBO champion, at least now former champion, Ray Beltran, man. Ray Beltran fucks that money up, man. Ray Beltran lets Jose Pedraza, a guy who used to be at the super featherweight division. He comes from behind and rallies back to snatch the title away from Ray Beltran in Phoenix, Arizona, in the man's hometown, you know what I'm saying? The man Jose Pedraza, man, I gotta give him his credit. You know what I mean? Throughout the whole fight, his jab was percolating. You know what I mean? The guy couldn't miss with the jab. I gave him the first 2 rounds. You know what I mean? Pedraza was using his jab. You know what I'm saying? He was gauging his distance well. And the man Ray Beltran was kind of looking dumbfounded by that jab. You know, he wasn't really letting his hands go. So the first 2 rounds, I gave it to Pedraza. And then round three, four, five, six, and seven, I gave it to the man Ray Beltran. You know what I mean? Ray Beltran now closed the distance, started going to the body. Jose Pedraza did nick the guy Ray Beltran on the side of his left eye with a right hook in round two. So he was leaking from round two on from the left eye. Ray Beltran was, you know what I mean? And Ray Beltran has been cut in 6 of his last 7 fights. He's been leaking, so that wasn't a good sign. But like I said, I had him running away with the fight from round three, four, five, six, seven. I gave it to the man Beltran. He put the pressure on him. He was landing the lead right hand. You know what I'm saying? He was setting up punches with the lead right hand. It's like Pedraza took away Ray Beltran's special weapon, which is his left hook. But Ray Beltran just started throwing that lead right hand, and he basically made up for not throwing that left hook because he was landing at will. You know what I mean? Jose Pedraza was caught in between, in my opinion, whether he wanted to put pressure or wanted to fight on the back foot. You know what I'm saying? His jab was percolating, and he was switching stances too, from round two all the way through the end of the fight. But the man Ray Beltran, he was putting too much pressure on the man Jose Pedraza, and it was looking bad for Pedraza. Round eight, I gave it to Pedraza. Round nine, I gave it to the man Ray Beltran. You know what I mean? Ray Beltran landed a nice leaping left hook and hurt the man Pedraza on the ropes in that round, in round nine. Round 10 and 11, I gave it to Pedraza, especially round 11. Round 11, Pedraza caught the man Beltran with a vicious right hand jab because he switched stances to southpaw. He landed a vicious right hand jab, and that kind of stunned the man um, Beltran. Then he feinted again with that jab hand, that right hand, and he threw a vicious left uppercut that the guy was walking into, and it put the man on the back seat of his pockets. Boom! You know what I'm saying? Like how Marquez caught Manny Pacquiao in the fourth fight. Before I think in like round three, before Manny Pacquiao just started beating the shit out of Marquez before Marquez. That fight was awesome, man. There was a lot of action. Back and forth, back and forth. But the first knockdown was when Marquez knocked down Pacquiao. And it was similar to how Pedraza knocked down Beltran, you know what I mean? With the kind of left uppercut that the guy walked into. And this was round 11 in a fight that he's running away with. But that 10-8 round now started to kind of close the gap because I had the man Jose Pedraza winning round 10. So he's winning round 10 and 11, and he won round 12. You know what I'm saying? He hurt the man in round 12. He had him on the ropes at the end of the round. He was going in for the kill. And that's easily a 10-9 round for the man Jose Pedraza. And on my scorecard, I had it 114 to 113. I basically had this fight a draw, but the difference is round 11, that knockdown. You know what I mean? That knockdown in round 11 was the difference. And the man basically loses his championship, and he loses a next payday. His next fight, he was going to make $1 million to fight the man Lomachenko. This man fucked up that money. I can't believe it, man. Mike D, the so-called blacks in the chat, was good, son. He's in the chat. He says, now that's an upset, my dude. Pedraza might be quality. That's all. He looked good in certain rounds, but his hands go against Davis. Keep doing your thing, B Marsh. We going to get your channel to where it need to be. You got some good insight, and you let other people get their opinions out, unlike most of the people in the LDBC. Hey, LDBC do their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, truth be told, they doing their thing, man. I ain't got nothing against them fellas. You know, let them do their thing, man. I'm doing my thing too. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's basically like the man George Foreman said, Mike D. He's George Foreman says, boxing's like jazz. The better it is, the more people think it's boring. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm all about that boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not too much on the drama shit and just you know, clickbait videos and shit like that, man. I'm gonna talk about shit that's relevant. But when it comes to old school boxing, that's what we do over here, man. That's what I pride my channel about. You know what I mean? But basically, I gave you an example of old school boxing in the man Ray Beltran's position. This is like when Winky Wright fought the man what's his name, Shane Mosley. You know what I'm saying? If Shane Mosley won that fight, he had a big payday with the man Felix Tito Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? Trinidad was ringside. The man Winky Wright won the fight. Shane Mosley lost it. He fucked that payday up, and it was a wrap. You know what I mean? Just like Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. You know what I mean? Evander Holyfield was ringside when he was supposed to fight Mike Tyson next. If Mike Tyson beat Buster Douglas. But Buster Douglas, just like Jose Pedraza, just like Winky Wright on them same nights, they didn't get they didn't get the memo. You know what I'm saying? And they got the W. You check it. So congratulations to Pedraza, man. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised he won because I thought that Paulos Moses did beat the man Ray Beltran. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, it's a big upset. You know what I mean? B Marsh Boxing, you know what I'm saying? Just letting it be known what it is. Mike D's in the chat. He says, I mean, he looked good against Tank Davis when he let his hands go. Yeah, he did. But for the most part, he wasn't letting his hands go. Fabian, 6'9", he says, come from behind, he dominated him. What are you talking about? He dominated him. He ain't dominated him. No. Them scorecards were stupid. 117, 110 twice for Pedraza. Unanimous decision. Nah, man. This fight was close, you know what I'm saying? One judge should have probably even had it in favor of the man, Ray Beltran, you know what I mean? But on the real, I thought the right man won, but them scorecards were way off. You check it. Mike D, the so-called black, says, ha, 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 they be putting me in timeout when I don't agree with them, bro. That ain't real. Hey, I feel you. Hey, I can't even, you know, that's what they do, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even too hip to most of them channels, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I'm gonna keep it tall. I don't really listen to too much boxing videos on YouTube. I don't. I listen to people I might gonna hang out with. But I more just check boxing, give my own insight rather than more listen to boxing videos. That's just what it is. You check it. Fabian69 says you can't be serious. I know, and I'm gonna reply back to Fabian69. I say you can't be serious, but on the real, there's nothing to argue about. Fabian69, the right man won, but those were wide scorecards, and you talking about dominating. I don't think so. That's not what happened, in my opinion. There's nothing to argue about, anyways. You know what I mean? You thought he dominated. I didn't. You thought he won. I thought he won. That's where it's at. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Fabian says, I get it, you're Mexican, my man. It's all good. Man, Fabian, shut the fuck up, man. You think I'm Mexican? I'm not Mexican, bro. How you gonna just assume? What's wrong with you YouTube internet motherfuckers, man? Just be saying some stupid shit, dude. You gotta press, before you press send, you gotta think about what you typed in. They should teach people that kind of etiquette as far as social media etiquette. Because I see people be writing the dumbest shit on the internet, man. Anyways, man, B Marsh Boxing about to seal the deal on this live stream. Mike D, the so-called black, big ups to you. B Marsh Boxing, I'm out of here. One.